Welcome to Touch Training Video 2. This video is designed to better assist teachers and coaches in six-a-side touch football. Throughout the video, we'll show you various simple skills and plays that are progressed upon to give you a better understanding of the sport. Before attempting any physical activity shown on this video, it's always good to spend some time warming up. A touch football field is 70 metres by 50 metres, which is usually the dimensions of half a rugby league or rugby union field. Set up collapsible dome cone markers in grids 10 metres by 10 metres or 10 metres by 15 metres as shown in this diagram. To begin most drills, position your players behind the dome markers in 3 lines as shown in this diagram. In the F-Series, the F is a term given to the play where the ball carrier runs across the field and fakes a pass to the first switcher, then increases their speed and passes to the second switcher. This play makes the defence chase the ball carrier out, so make the second switcher later rather than earlier. Next progression to this drill is to vary what the second switcher does when they receive the ball. For example, they can pass or take the touch and go down. There are many options off this play. The H is the name given to the skill of picking the ball up on the run from acting half and running in with speed. This skill progresses with promoting second phase play, where the pass is given and that receiver makes the touch and dumps the ball as quick and clean as possible. Another progression to this second phase play is that the receiver passes a pop-up or plus pass to the initial player as they sweep around. As the name suggests, this drill has a fade, then the acting half passes a longer than normal pass to a receiver who is already at speed on an angled run away from the play the ball. The next progression to this drill is to add an option. This changes the player who fades and dumps the ball, setting up for the long ball play. We progress the long ball series to add 4 players. This allows you to give the person receiving the long ball pass options to do an A or a B, or simply just dump the ball. Remember, if the receiver of the long ball pass dumps the ball, they can repeat the long ball pass or run in from acting half like a H. When practicing against defenders, you should discover the advantages of the long ball spreading out the defence. The following section of this instructional video deals with both line attack and line defence. We cover 6-on-6 line defence and good line attack principles.
Hi, I'm Peter Robinson. Let me personally take you through the line defence. When you start with your class, you need to explain in a 6-on-6 situation what happens when the wing does chase in. You need to position yourself and go through position by position what happens with all the rules. In this situation here, we have the wing with the ball going in to the link player, and because the wing hasn't chased in, we've got that play covered. The wing person there is telling the player inside them in the link position that player is coming in. I don't want the wing to chase in. If the wing does chase in and the attacking player dumps the ball, the outside ground is exposed, and you don't want that. If the attacking player goes out, we chase out. If the attacking player comes in, we don't chase in. So if they do switch, or if they do dump the ball, you've got the outside ground covered. As you work along from the link position, same thing. We don't want to chase in, but we do chase out. Now I'm showing here that if I do chase in and they pass a switch, then we have a 2-on-1 situation develop and they'll score. If I do chase in and they dump on me, same thing. 2-on-1 is developed. We don't want to have a situation where the link chases in. When you position yourself on the outside shoulder of that attacking player, trying to control them in to the middle player. Therefore, you've kept your outside ground, therefore we have 2-on-2 and we've kept them under control in defence. If the link goes out, I chase out. If the link goes in, I don't chase in. We need to say words like into you or you. Now, as you move along into the middle position, same rules. We don't chase in, but we do chase out. If I do chase in and they switch, we have a 3-on-2 situation, and we don't want that. So my job as a middle player is to control my attacking middle in to the other middle to make a touch, and if they dump it and pick it up, we have 3-on-3 and we've got them under control and defence. The midline of the two middles is the middle of the field. So wherever the two middles are, the two people in the middle of the field, in between them is the midline of the field. If the attacking player goes out, we chase out. If that attacking player opposite me goes in, I let them go to the other middle, make the touch, I get back on side. If the acting half picks it up and comes my way, then he's mine. Same thing, when you're explaining to your group, just take them through in slow motion the different things that happen. Here's the middle defence. Control the attacking middle into my other middle to make the touch. And if the acting half picks it up, the acting half is mine. Keep going over the rules with your players in different circumstances and different situations. Here we have the acting half picking it up and coming to the open side. We need to shut them down. Another way to explain it is if the acting half picks it up and runs to the big numbers, we shut down. If the acting half runs to the small numbers, we slide and netball style or basketball style defence, one-on-one. Here we have just going through the situations of the acting half picking it up and going back to the big numbers or the open side. Now, if you make a touch and go back to the short side, the acting half can only really go one way, that's in towards the big numbers, and that's the way we want them to go, so they can be shut down by our whole team. Here we have a situation where a chase out, the winger picks it up and runs in. Because they're running in, we need to shut down the defence. There we have 3 defenders for 2 attackers. Need to defend as a team. Not one-on-one, we defend as a team. Here we have a situation where the player's running out, I'm chasing out, and if they decide to switch, we need to have our other defenders there ready to close up or shut down. It's an example of defending as a team. Remember, staying on the outside shoulder of your attacking player, controlling them in. If I stand level and the attacking player is half a yard faster than me or faster than me, they'll get around me. But if I'm standing on the outside ground and they go out, I've got them covered. And when you make a touch, you need to go back to the short side straight away. We need to control the attacking team back in towards our big numbers as a defensive side so we can shut them down. Standing outside ground again, controlling the player in. If they go out, we chase out. If they go in, we don't chase in. Now when we shut down, we still need the same thing. Back up to the short side to control the player back in the middle. Here we're defending the 7 or the back door. Same thing, we don't want our players to chase in. If we do have our middle player chasing in to make that touch, we're vulnerable in defence. When I make a touch, I need to go back to the short side. Just take your team through all these circumstances, walking through them first. Here we have the middle player saying that the ball carrier is into me. I make the touch and go back to the short side, so if they do pass that quick pass off the ground, I've got them in control. Here I am as a middle chasing out. I get dumped on and the attacking winger sweeps inside. We still need to be in a position to shut down. Show you again. As I chase out, my team is in a ready position, ready to shut down. Now I'd like you to watch the Australian Open men's team and just watch them as they follow the rules of not chasing in, chasing out, defending as a team with 4 defenders on 3 attackers, positioning themselves on the outside shoulder and shutting down.
1. Good line attack will try to spread out the two defending middle players. 2. Good line attack will have the ability to make all the defenders work as the defence is spread out. 3. Good line attack relies on the middle defender chasing out. The attack can then switch, or pass the ball back inside, or take the touch and dump the ball. 4. Good line attack has the ability to create good second phase play and take advantage of this with the acting half ready. 5. All good teams use sweeper plays to create confusion in the defence. 6. Good teams have the ability to spread the defending team and not waste touches. 'The 5-on-5 game is an excellent training line attack and line defence game with 5 players per team. This makes the middle defender have to chase both ways, and the defending teams must shut down more often than they would in a 6-on-6 game. This also allows the attacking team to practice everything they've learnt, such as the A's, B's, long ball, the H, and all the line attack principles. The 10 and 40 metre sprint test. From a standing start, the player sprints as fast as possible to the finish line or 40 metre line. The 10 metre time and the 40 metre times are recorded from the one trial. The fastest time from 2 trials is registered. Defence agility test. The player makes a touch on the attacker, who starts a stopwatch on contact and must run backwards 5 metres to get back on side as quickly as possible. The player then moves laterally left or right 5 metres while maintaining eye contact with the attacker to the finish. The player does 1 run to each side with the times recorded. The glycolytic agility test. On go, the player sprints to the sequence outlined in your attached fitness test booklet. If you do not have this, contact ProVid Touch by email to arrange a copy. Aerobic power test. Run the 20-metre beep test, also called the multi-stage fitness test. Keep up with the beeps, which gradually become closer together. Players are eliminated when they miss 2 consecutive beeps. Players are instructed to wait for the beeps before beginning each shuttle run. The following touchdowns are from the World Cup finals between Australia and New Zealand.